Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Jessie Bovay, a director of Webaround. Thank you for
Hello.
joining us, Jessie.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Well, for people who aren't familiar with the company, what is Webaround all about? People are seeing it right now and they
Yeah,
don't
they
even
don't
know it.
even, it's the best part. So Webaround is two things. It's both a product and a company. The Webaround itself is a lightweight, portable, collapsible screen that fits on the back of your chair when you're using a webcam. So you have a clean, consistent background. You can't see Fred's background. You can't see my background because we both have our green screen Webarounds on the back of our chairs. I can actually turn off my green screen and you will, or the chroma key part of my green screen, and you will see just my green background.
And for our audio listeners here, the screen in back of her just turned green instead
Yes.
of the background that she had with the logos, etc.
Yeah. So the Webaround was invented by my mother 12 years ago, Linda Bovay. She's
By
an
your
IC.
mother.
Yeah, I know, it's a great story. So my mom is still an ICU nurse, and she had a doctor that was Skyping in late at night. And that doctor did not have a professional background. He was in his kitchen. You could see the messy dishes. You could see everything that was going on. And she said, I know this doctor. I know he's good. I'm having such a hard time paying attention because his background is really distracting. And she came home that night because she worked the midnight shift. And she said, we need to create something. So as a family, we created the Webaround, and that was 12 years ago. We've patented a couple different versions of it. And the company itself, as I mentioned earlier, is called Webaround. We have 3 different versions of Webaround, 3 different sizes, 3 different colors. And we've just started also selling lighting, because lighting is so important when you're doing a video call, as well as some Logitech external cameras, because your camera quality is also really important.
Very, very interesting. Now,
Yeah.
there have been green screens around for God knows how
Forever.
long. So,
Yeah.
what's the difference between what you're doing, how you're making use of the technology, and people
Sure.
going out and buying, a
Oh,
different kind of green screen setup?
I completely understand question. So the Webaround itself is just simply the screen that fits on the back of your chair. If you're using a green Webaround like we're using right now, you can use chroma key software to chroma out your background. We also make Webarounds in blue and gray, and those just provide consistent backgrounds that aren't distracting. People that use software for video conferencing that doesn't have that chroma key ability, the blue or the gray Webaround just provides a background that's not distracting and also keeps you from seeing their background. It's also a privacy thing. So I'm going to show you my background right now. So if I just flip my chair a little bit, you can see my office. So behind me, for your audio listeners, is a couch and a picture of a road to nowhere. But I just simply turn my body and that background is gone. And now I've got my professional Webaround branded background. When I'm done with it, this is the best part. I'm going to turn the green screen off one more time so it's just a little bit easier to see. And I'm doing this, we're using Zoom. I don't know if you mentioned that. Zoom is a really, really easy interface for conferencing. So I'm going to stand up here. As you can see, the Webaround is on a strap on the back of my chair. I'm going to just lift it off my chair. And it folds up. You can kind of see, sorry, I've got a pretty small office, hence my Webaround being really useful. I'm going to fold the integrated stabilizer strap down. We're losing a bit of video quality because I'm just a little bit too far away from my camera. And fold it like a taco, as we say in our videos, and twist your wrists. And now the Webaround is right here in this coiled shape. It goes into its carrying case, which is currently on my floor, and goes away and packs away and goes in a desk, in your suitcase, wherever you are when you're traveling. So just like that, you've got a green screen that's easily put up. You don't have to paint a green wall like some people do. You don't have to have any crazy stands. I will profess to you, even though we are now offering Lume Cube lighting, which is a wonderful lighting product, I have no lighting right now in my office. I've just got a window in front of me. And that's another, I think, really great quality of the Webaround, is that It's a simple, easy solution. You see the light is kind of reflected off of my screen and off of my window back into the camera because we've got this nylon material. It's not a matte material. And some people think that that would not be great for green screen, but it's great for an everyday user who just needs a little bit more light on their face to remove a bit of that artifacting and just prevent a better picture.
Lighting's important, sometimes sound as well, and
Exactly.
very often the webcams that you're talking about from Logitech offer some good sound and video capability too.
They sure do. I prefer to use the headset just because, again, I'm working from my home office, and just on the other side of the door is my fiance and my two cats, and it's breakfast time.
Cats get fed first, I bet.
Sure
so,
do.
so it's a really interesting story about your mom. So her
Yeah.
involvement was realizing the need for this. Is she still involved in some ways
Oh,
with the company?
totally. Yes. She is our CEO. She makes all of the big decisions. Our company has grown from having no employees, really, just my mom working on it and me occasionally, to a family business. So we've got my brother, myself, my father, my fiance works part-time for the company as well, and a couple of other friends that we've collected along the way. We call them adopted family members. And we're all based out of Highland, Michigan, which is where the Webaround was founded, where my parents still live. And yeah, it's a little simple solution that has turned out to really help people during these hard times because everybody's forced to work from home, go to school from home, do medical visits from home. And we just really hope the Webaround gives them an easy, affordable solution to make themselves look a bit more professional and really just calm down those nerves when you're on a video conference. You're worried about what's going on, what people are seeing, everything else. This just adds just a kind of a layer of a security blanket, if you will.
And so you started this long before the
Yeah.
pandemic that put everybody online video conferencing for work, for school, for everything, for
She's a
family connections.
she's a visionary, let me tell you. We started off with just the blue Webaround. We picked blue because if you watch a lot of news stations, the background's a lot of times blue. Blue is a very great color for all different skin tones and all different clothing colors. So blue is the one that we recommend for people that can't chroma key their backgrounds. People wanted the gray because we started heat pressing logos onto Webaround. So if you don't, again, have that chroma key option, you could just put like a Webaround logo on your shoulder the way that you see it on mine. And then about 5 years ago, somebody who ended up being a partner of ours reached out and said, "Hey, do you make this thing in green? Because I do this thing online where it's called Twitch, and I stream my video games, and it'd be really cool if I could look like I was in the game." And we thought, well, why not? So we started making these chroma key green Webarounds, and at first our market was just really gamers. And then Zoom came out with their virtual background. And about 3 or 4 years ago, our company started really moving. And then, like you just said, the pandemic hit, and here we are today.
So you have different sizes. Tell us
Yeah.
about the sizes and pricing and where people go to buy.
Yeah, so you and I both have our largest Webaround, our 56-inch big shot Webaround. It comes in green, which you can't see right here, blue, and gray. Then we've got our 52-inch Webaround, which is just 4 inches smaller in a circular diameter. That one comes again in blue, green, and gray. And then we have our smallest Webaround, which is 10 inches shorter. It's 42 inches. That is called our close-up. We really made that for people that are working in cubicle spaces and small spaces. And we have some people that do call centers. And it fits in a really small area, but you have to get kind of close to your camera or use that Zoom technology that comes with a camera like Logitech. Our largest screen is $75. The next size down, our fan favorite, is $70, and our smallest screen is currently $65. I'm sorry, $60. And you can buy them all at our website, thewebaround.com. We are also on eBay and Amazon.
And you demonstrated it, but one of the big things here is how easy the setup is. If people went out to buy, say, from a photography supply place or something like that, a green screen with the poles on either side of you to set up, it's going to cost you more, and it's going to be more time consuming to set up.
You've got it, and it's got to stay up if you want it to look good. You can't take it up and down, up and down, up and down. And we have these multi-use spaces. You can't see it right here, but my fiance's computer station's right there. We sit right next to each other the whole day. If I had to have a stand-up green screen, he couldn't sit at his chair. So the Webaround's it's easy, it's quick, and just like you said, you don't need any special skills to do it.
Terrific. The website, once again, is thewebaround.com. Jessie Bovay, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much, Fred. We really appreciate it.
Cooking with the power of the sun. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, here to tell you about the latest innovation from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. The GoSun Fusion has arrived using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. A really bright idea. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. I love what Patrick and his team are doing, and so will you. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co to check out all of the company's products and innovations and use the code TEXTINATION to save 10%. That's gosun.co.